So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show. Hi everyone, this is Jim Ross from the Self-Storage Show. In this episode, I got Melissa Stiles. She's the Director of Marketing from Storage Asset Management. How's it going, Melissa?
Good. How are you doing, Jim?
Good. Thanks for being able to squeeze me in your busy schedule. You guys are going crazy, I know, so thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for asking us to join.
No, it's great. So anyway, actually, first I want to kind of know a little more about you. How did you how'd you get in the storage game? For how long?
Sure. Yeah. So I think like most people, I kind of fell into it. It wasn't something that I grew up dreaming that I would be in the storage industry.
Oh, come on.
But the but the opportunity arose. And my background, I worked for 6 years for the World Trade Center of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I did international marketing plans. And just was looking to make a move, and I found storage asset management, and I saw the potential and sort of the interesting uh, sort of everything that I could bring to the table for them as far as what they were doing marketing wise, and that there was a lot of growth potential there. And I joined the team 4.5 years ago. So I've been with self storage only 4.5 years, so I'm kind of a baby compared to some of the veterans in the industry.
Yeah, I know. You get some people like I've been 30 years, but no, I 5 years or almost 5 years.
Right.
You're a veteran now. You've been around for a long time. You're
Thanks.
good. Welcome to the
Thanks.
club. So anyway, for those that aren't familiar, who is Storage Asset Management?
Sure. So we are a third-party management company that solely focuses on self-storage. So we do everything from accounting, marketing to operations. We say everything but file your income taxes at the end of the year, solely for self-storage owners who don't want to manage it themselves or want some help. And we'll go into that, I guess, a little bit later about different
Yeah,
levels of engagement, but definitely we're a customized option for third-party management.
nice. So like for customize, or do owners kind of pick and choose what kind of level of service they want, or is it?
So, I mean, we'll provide the same level of service to everyone regardless. We'll
Yeah.
implement all of our strategies, but we allow the owners to be engaged or not as engaged as they would like to be. So we have some owners who still visit their facilities every day. We have some owners who have not set foot on their facilities. So that's why we're kind of a different option when it comes to management, because we allow for that different levels of engagement by the owners.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can attest to that. I'm third party management myself. You get some owners where all they care about is getting a distribution check once a month, and they're happy. And you have
Right.
other owners that, yep, they're very, I mean, which is totally fine, but they want to be part of from beginning to end and what the daily operations was going on and how did they go, and yeah, a little more hand holding, but totally depends. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's as long as the end goal is to have a run a successful self storage property that's profitable for them, then hey, everybody's happy.
Definitely.
So what do you guys do is like when you kind of walk me through it, I guess, when you first have a brand new baby location, and I wouldn't say one that's kind of brand new, but more like maybe it's one that's been around for a while, and you're coming in to,
Yeah.
turn things around. What does it kind of look like?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, day one, we'll get in there right away and implement all of our sort of systems, our management software, um, anything like that. We'll implement it, and then we do obviously a training period with store managers. But we'll implement our strategies day one. So, that's from revenue management to marketing, to, using our management software and our sort of getting them right into our data wheelhouse.
Yeah, and there's always, I'm sure,
So,
the ramp up period, and as that
right.
comes into play and all that. So, no, that's good. Do you do all your training there on site?
We do. We have a brand new training coordinator, but then we also have trainers in each district that are store managers who are comfortable and able to train other store managers as well.
Oh, perfect. kind of it begins and ends with me when it comes to training. So you got to make sure you got those get those systems in
Right.
place correctly because all too often I'll see some places they'll just kind of wing it, and no, it doesn't work that way. gotta
No.
have a gotta have a good system in place. I mean, obviously you guys have to have that dialed in because I mean, is it true? I mean, I was just reading some things. You're like the largest privately owned storage
We
management company.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So the four ahead of us are publicly traded management companies, and we are the fifth largest and the largest privately
nice. Well,
held
congrats.
management.
That's cool
Yeah.
to be part of a team like that. And kudos to you guys. I just saw you for the ISS 2018 Best of Business. You were voted the best
Yeah.
operational consulting. Congrats.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that.
That's it.
Yeah, we're excited to be named by that by others, and then obviously just the growing share, working with current clients and new clients, and being able to grow into the largest privately held. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, I say you got to be giving people results, otherwise you wouldn't be in that position.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
that
And that's what we really focus on is really we want to make sure every facility that we're getting the results that we can. So we will look at facilities who may be underperforming. We do a lot of me as the director of marketing, we have the director of operations, and even Alyssa, one of the owners, will sit with the district manager and look at those underperforming stores and really focus on what we can do for those stores. So that's still, we're small enough to be able to focus on a store individually.
well, you
So I
have
think that's
to because
helpful.
again, I don't care how big your portfolio is. I mean, storage is such a local market. You have to have that viewpoint
Yeah.
of it's a site by site, case by case basis of what, yeah, of that kind of
Yeah.
focus.
Yes. And like even, you talked about the case by case, even with marketing, we have all of these tools for marketing, but if it doesn't make sense of a facility, we don't do it at that facility. So if the facility is performing well online and we don't need AdWords, we won't engage in AdWords just to engage in AdWords at that facility. So that's kind of what makes us unique as well, is that we have all of these strategies and tools that we can use, but we might not implement them where it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, again, where you're for actually the director of marketing, let me focus a bit on the marketing here because I love that part of it. That's
Yeah.
my passion too, is with the marketing because that's what gets the phone to ring. Everything else you can kind of fix, but you got to make sure the phone's ringing to begin with. So
Of course. Yep.
yeah, so what are you guys kind of doing for marketing? Like if it's a troubled site and they need everything thrown at it. what
Yeah.
what do you guys
So,
what are you guys
so I
doing?
mean, yeah, sorry. Yeah, our three areas of focus are local marketing. So we still believe in building the relationships within the community. So building relationships with apartment complex managers, pizza shops, the complementary centers of influence when it comes to a transition in life that calls a storage.
Yeah.
Because as you know, storage is not something that we can generate a demand for. It's just not an impulse buy. So what we do is a lot of brand awareness in the community. So when someone needs storage, we're the first people on their mind. Because we know that when someone searches Google, they don't have a brand in mind, but they won't rent from a brand that they don't know. So they might not know who they're searching for, but once they get on there and they see the brand and they remember you, they're going to choose your facility. So local marketing is our big focus. Our managers still go out, participate in chamber events, any community events, and then obviously our branding and signage goes hand in hand with that, just making sure everything is clear because we still, for the first time in the past 2 years, internet has surpassed drive-by as far as bringing traffic to the facility, but it's still important. So we still want to make sure all of our signage is well lit, et cetera. And then obviously the last and the biggest sort of one is the digital marketing. So we'll focus on, making sure the listings are correctly everywhere, having a website that allows for easy navigation, being able to rent online when the facility is not open, and being able to access your unit, Facebooking, social media, Facebook engagement, those kind of things. So we're doing everything visually as well, but we don't lose focus of the local marketing.
Nice. I know you can't see me, but I did a little happy dance when you talked about the local guerrilla marketing because I totally believe in that because especially when you know this, you have some sites that just the drive-by is not there. They're off the beaten
Right.
path. They're not getting the eyeballs that are seeing it, every day. So you got to have those kind of, I call them alliances, but yeah, like your apartment alliances and even your competition alliances, and making sure those relationships are being built to funnel leads to you.
Right.
I'm,
Definitely. That's
I have a
super important in
oh
storage for the local.
no totally. I have a site right now. I'm just taking over management of, and it was almost like a game. Like they were trying to hide the facility on purpose.
Oh,
And oh yeah, I was like, I was trying to find it, and I'm not going to be managing it. I couldn't find it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. So yeah, that's definitely when the local guerrilla marketing is going to play a big role in that kind of stuff. So I'm glad you guys are focusing on that.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah, so I'm just kind of thinking like, from an owner point of view, because I talk to owners, all the time, and
Right.
frankly, I love and hate at the same time. But some owners are just they look at it as an expense. I mean, it's flat out. They just kind of think like a third party magic company is expense and they can do things just as good and on their own. But my standpoint, I'm sure they'll agree, is no, a magic company is a big asset and they should be making a lot more
Hmm.
money for you than what you're going to be paying as a management fee. They should make that 10 times their money back. So I would
Yeah, of course.
imagine that'd be the same kind of standpoint as no, you guys are a benefit, not an expense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, some of the benefits are, we can we know storage very well. Everyone on the staff has years of experience, way more than I do in storage, so they know the storage industry well. But then we have a lot of data from all of our stores, and we're able to use that data to make smarter decisions for stores. And then also when it comes to expenses, because we're larger than a one facility, we get economies of scale or discounts on certain things that maybe a single, maybe even a four portfolio owner don't get. So there are definitely benefits to going with a third party management, even though it looks like maybe upfront the cost is more expensive. Especially us, we definitely have the data that can make sure that our strategies are implemented and the tools are in place to even make the owner even more revenue.
Oh yeah, no, of course. And again, it comes down to the data, like you just said. As long as you have the data in front of you, like some of what past clients are performing and that kind of thing, that definitely helps get the owner in the right mindset of, oh, okay. Then you kind of make that connection of where their site could be. You're not just pulling numbers out of thin air. Um,
Oh, yeah.
just kind of curious. I mean, again, you're right behind the big boys, and when they're all jumping in the management game, and you're right behind them. How are you guys, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, how are you guys kind of competing against that? Like when people are looking at, you know, one of the REITs to manage a property versus, like you guys. How are you guys standing out of the pack, out of the crowd, and how do you stack up against them?
Yeah. Well, so stacking up against them, I guess I'll answer that one first. We normally beat them in all of the numbers that they've released, the NOI, those kind of numbers. We beat them year after year. I think in the
Nice.
last 5 years, there's only one number versus one REIT that we haven't beat them in, and we release those results every year because we're able to obtain them from them, and then will release our results as well. Um, but the other sort of thing that makes us unique is that we allow an owner to keep their brand. So we have a brand that we developed. It's called Storage Sense. We have about 40 facilities on that brand. So if an owner comes to us and doesn't have a brand, they can use the Storage Sense brand. But if they have a brand in mind or want to develop their own brand, we'll do that as well. So they don't have to be all under one brand. I think right now we actually manage 63 brands for our about 145 facilities. So that really sets us apart where someone can keep their brand. But then also just our ability to really focus in on the stores. We only do self-storage and we only manage, so we don't own any facilities. So all stores are treated equally to us because none of them are actually owned by us. We solely manage. So
Nice.
sort of interesting.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
that's actually huge because I hear that concern raised quite a bit. The own versus just solely managed, and if you're playing favorites. So Well, won't give it any credence, but I do hear that concern
Right.
raised at times. So
Yeah,
no, that's huge. And what
definitely.
I was doing a little research on you guys. Looks like, I mean, this has nothing to do with management, but just as your company culture, and it looks like you guys have fun and all that same time. That's how you did a annual recap and you give out awards and all that to your employees. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely know that the store manager is our biggest benefit, so we spend a lot of time developing them, making sure that we award them with those yearly awards. Everyone gets highlighted in our newsletter as well. So we really do a lot of stuff to make sure that they know that they are our biggest asset.
Well, yeah, it's. In fact, I just talked to someone about 30 minutes ago, and he led the conversation with, "Yeah, I'm just a self-storage manager," and I like interrupted him. I'm like, "You don't say you're just a self-storage manager. You're the foundation. You're the if you weren't there, place would crumble." I mean,
Right.
that's the whole point. I mean, is train those managers, make them be appreciated, give them, like I said, the awards and all that. I mean, they're the number one asset for the storage side, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. Oftentimes they can make or break a facility as well.
Oh, you've seen it. I mean, we've
Yeah.
both seen it. You know, you see some sites that are underperforming, and you can't quite put your finger on what it is. But then when like a new manager comes in, it's like you wave a magic wand and voila, and that site's performing. And now
Definitely.
you know what the X factor was there, and it definitely make or break a site. Well, good. Anyway, I mean, good overview of definitely the benefits of a third party management company. So, if anyone's enticed and wants to reach out to you, get some more information, how do they reach out?
Sure. So they can go to our website. It's storageassetmanagement.com. They can email. My email is mstiles@storageasset.com. Or we're on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So also 3 great ways to reach out to us as well.
Perfect. Well, good deal. All right. Well, thank you for again fit me in. I know you're crazy, crazy busy, so I wish you luck the
Oh, I appreciate
rest
this
of the
call.
year.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for inviting us to be on this.
All right. You're welcome. Thanks a lot, Melissa. Take
All
care.
right. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for supporting the show. I want to let you know that we just opened up our brand new free private Facebook group. There I'll be having some extra special content not found anywhere else. If you really want your facility to be a success in today's market, then this is going to be the place for you. You can request to join us at selfstoragecommunity.com or search for Self Storage Domination Community on Facebook.